How do you do? Like always, setting up. So I hope you guys come join me. I cannot wait to see you here and talk with you about my bucket list items. I want to know what interests you most, what you think, what you are doing with your bucket list, if you have a bucket list at all. I want to know everything. How are you guys? How do you do? How is Tuesday? We are on Tuesday already. How is your Tuesday? This is my third day going live. I'll be going live every day. Hey, thank you so much. I'm so glad you found me because I'm using my own phone to go live. And I was hoping that people find me, or would you please share this link with the group? That would be so nice. I'll be so grateful. So how is your Tuesday? What are you doing? What are you up to? I hope you ate something. I hope you ate something today. I also just ate right now. I have night shifts the whole week. So I was sleeping until right now because I came home at around 8. So yeah, I just kind of woke up and I had my coffee, and then I ate something after that, and then I prepared to come live. Can you hear me well? Mwendo kazi. Mwendo kasi. Can you hear me? Hi guys, thank you so much. Please hit the like button when you come in. Yeah, it's clear. Perfect. Thank you so much. Please like the live stream when you come in, and if you haven't subscribed as you come in. Hi Dinasi. Oh my god, yeah, I understand. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Dinasi. Thank you very much. So yes, so I want us to talk about my bucket list, and people do not understand why I call myself a bucket list says, but I have one thing I've always been obsessed about, if I can call it an obsession, and it is I always wanted to my life to have more meaning than just work, pay bills, and die. So I remember when I was around, I think in my teenage years, I wanted to have a list because I had so many things that I wanted to do before I die, and that is what a bucket list is, guys. Is that those things that you want to do before you kick the bucket. And I knew that I had a lot of things I wanted to do, especially going to other countries. I knew I wanted to travel so much. I always wanted to go to Paris. It was like in my mind when I was in high school and in college in Kenya. And I did not know how to do that because, like most of you know, or most of you who are in Kenya know, you just, there are things that you just dream of, and you know that other people have gone outside country, you know that other people have relocated to other countries, but when you are a teenager or when you are in high school, you cannot even imagine how you'd go about that, or who you'd have to talk to, or how much you'd have to save for that. So it becomes like that dream that is so far away for most people. And oh, thank you so much. I hope you learned something here too. I'm very passionate about it, and I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about writing a bucket list, and what is a bucket list, and what is the most important thing for you to have in your bucket list. So yeah, what I wanted to say is, that when I was a teenager, we were living in Nakuru, and I used to know friends or friends who had relatives outside country. Most of them were in the UK and the USA, of course, because most people went to the US and the UK, and I wanted to know how they went to another country. I didn't think much about relocating. I was thinking, I just wanted to see another country, just wanted to see another culture first. So it started just being this idea in my head that I could not get out of my head, and I couldn't settle down or find a career that would tie me down in Kenya, because I just wanted to go outside country. But that was just a dream. So when one of my girlfriends came to Germany, hi Delight, hey. When Delight came to Germany, and she was a girlfriend of mine, and I knew her from high school, I was very happy to know that it was possible. And I knew, at least now I knew someone who was outside the country, and I would ask some tips from her, and I would learn everything I need to learn to go outside country. That was my plan. And that is what happened. So Delight was very good to me, and she gave me everything that I needed as tips and information on how to apply for a German visa and what I needed to do that. And I can tell you guys, she told me like right now, like we talked like this evening, and in 1 week I was already on my journey to come into Germany. And the journey started definitely with German lessons, because that is where you'd start if you're coming to Germany. So let me cut this story short and say that when I arrived in Germany, immediately, I remember I was even writing my list on my way here, on my first flight, because that was my first flight ever coming to Germany, and I was 23, 24, 23, yeah. So I remember that on my flight here, I was still reviewing my list and writing everything I needed to write, just to give me a perspective, because I did not want to be in a new country where I had so many opportunities and not do anything, just sleep and eat and go to work. That was not my life at all, and I did not want that to be my life in a new country. Hey family! I know what you mean, family. Thank you so much for joining me. I know you're at work. I know most of you are at work and you're still joining me. Thank you so much for giving me the watch hours. Yeah, so I want us to talk about, family, we're talking about my bucket list and why I'm called Bucketlist Says, and everything I've planned for this year. So I hope you stay tuned, even if you're working. And we will discuss all of this. Definitely I'll leave this video on my channel in case you guys miss it while you're at work and you want to watch it later. So I came here and I had my list of, I think by then they were like 90 something items. And when I came here and I started watching more of YouTube and everything, I realized how many other things I really wanted to do in my life. So I wrote more things on my bucket list, and I made sure there were at least 100. Those are 100 things I have to do before I die. I know it's always funny when people say that, because nobody knows when they're going to die, but I have at least a list that I want to stick things off, because I'm hoping to be 155, and before I get to that age, I want to have done at least all of these things. So let me see what Pamela is saying first. Let me just run you all. Okay, I'll be very happy, Pamela. I'll be very, very happy. Thank you so much. I hope you hit that like button. So I wanted to have those things. I wanted my life to have a perspective, and I wanted to have that thing that I want to follow on my daily basis, that is telling me I'm making progress in my life, because I didn't want my life to only be about possessions and material things. I wanted to be about experience and adventure, and seeing new things, seeing new people, seeing new cultures, because in my mind, I was reading I was in boarding school, in a girls' boarding school in Solai, And when you're in boarding school, there isn't so much to do on your free time. So we only were allowed to watch TV or watch movies or listen to music on Saturday nights, I think, or Friday nights. Don't remember. I think Saturday nights was entertainment night. So apart from entertainment night, you only had books or magazines, and I had a lot of magazines. I had a lot of Cosmopolitan, I had a lot of Vogue, and I was looking for these magazines, and the magazines I got. Oh, thank you so much, family. You're the best. Thank you very, very much for sharing. So, I was reading a lot of magazines, and they were old. And I remember when I closed school, I was looking for old magazines on the streets, the street vendors in Nakuru, because the oldest ones that were almost started were cheaper. But I loved fashion magazines, and every magazine I flipped, I would just see London and Paris and Milan, because those are the fashion cities, you know. Milan, New York, Paris, London. And I was like, oh my God, people are just in Paris right now and in London. What am I doing in Nakuru? That was me when I was 20. 19, between 17 and 20, it was just crazy. It was crazy. I would even tell you stories. I had this thing, we would talk about Paris with my friends like we were there yesterday, just for the fun of it. And yeah, so when I came to Germany, I knew I had to write my list, and I had to start ticking things off off my bucket list in order to feel like I was living some kind of life. So I wrote my bucket list, and I'm going to tell you all about my bucket list today. Hi guys, thank you so much for joining my live stream. I hope you're liking this live as you come in, and if you're not subscribed, you're also subscribing, and we're talking about my bucket list and how you can also write your bucket list. So I wrote 100 things, guys, and this was even before I thought of opening or of registering for a YouTube account. So these 100 things, I'm not crossing them off in any order. I'm just crossing them off according to opportunities. Like if I find an opportunity to go to a festival, to a concert, it's on my bucket list, I just go. And then I remember, oh, I've gone now to a concert. Now I've gone to a festival. Hey, Akot, hey. But let me see what you're saying. I remember that.
Du bist toll.
Echt? Danke, baby. What are you saying, Akot? I don't know what you mean. You remember that video? Okay. I know what you mean. Yeah, I'll tell you all, everything you need to know, because you're going to be here for 2 hours. So so I got my list, and I started going to stuff, or everything that was extra, or any opportunity I would get, I would make sure I do something that's on my bucket list. Or if I got some money here, or I got some free time here, I would look for a concert. I was looking for concert websites. I was looking for flights. I was looking for countries I wanted to go to. I was just busy looking at how I could make my life a little bit extra. So that is how I came up with a bucket list. And when I was thinking about starting YouTube, I thought, why would I want to start YouTube for anything else? And I did not want to start YouTube so that I can tell you guys about my bucket list. I wanted to start YouTube so I can motivate myself and hold myself accountable to tick things off my bucket list. You know what I mean, right? So, and it has worked. It has really worked, because I'm so invested now in my bucket list. Like, it's now my identity somehow. Yeah, I made a video some time back, but it was short because I wanted to edit it. And this is just unedited stuff. I'm just giving you all the info I can give you. I hope you like this one also. But I know you already know a lot about my bucket list. What I did not say, Akot, is maybe I did not. Oh, yeah. I'm going way ahead of myself, right? So I started thinking about how can I hold myself accountable, how can I push myself a little bit more so that I don't, I don't sleep too much. I don't let the ball fall, if I can say that, on my bucket list items. And that is why I started a YouTube channel. And I remember I was on holiday, I was in Kenya, and I was in Malindi, and I was alone on a beach, alone on my holiday. And my boyfriend was not with me at that time. So I was sitting there and I thought, when will I ever start a YouTube channel? So I just took my phone, I just hit record, and it was the most awful video anyone has ever recorded. And I put it on my channel. I uploaded it, and there was wind behind me. You could not hear half of the words I was talking about, but I just listed the 100 things that are on my bucket list in that video, and I just uploaded it. What I wanted to do with that video is I wanted to give myself that first step where I'll just push myself to just go and do more videos and just continue with this series. So the last few months I've been doing a cleanse on my channel, and I ended up putting it on private because the audio was so bad, the visuals were so bad. I used my phone and then I recorded like this, and you guys know anytime you record like this, it will look like it's just in the middle of the screen like this. It will not be the whole screen when you're watching it on TV, right? So it looked bad. You couldn't hear anything, and I had to just put it on private. And that is why I'm doing this live, because I want to have one video that states everything that's on my bucket list. So I hope you guys are going to appreciate this. I'm so happy that you're here, Akot. Thank you so much. What are you doing? Are you at work? Are you running errands? And I know Pamli is working, and Dinasi told me he'll mute me because he's at work, but I don't know what you're doing, Akot. I'm just here chilling. I just woke up. I woke up like, I think 2 hours ago. I edited a video. It's going up on my channel after this live. I just need to finish up with the thumbnail, and yeah. And then I'm off to work again. I have night shifts like every day until Saturday. So guys, allow me to go straight to my list. We'll set them one by one. There are 100 things. We'll set them one by one, and then I'll tell you what I've already done and what I haven't done, how I plan to do it. I know it's 2021. We are still not certain about how we can travel or do any activities or meet other people at all, but it does not change anything on my bucket list. So it stays the same, and every opportunity I get, anything they open up that's on my bucket list, I'm doing it. If they open up hotels, I'm looking for that hotel I've ever wanted. I'm also very interested in theme hotels that show a certain theme. In Germany, there are hotels that have a car theme, hotels that are tree houses, hotels that were once a jail, they were once a factory, and such theme hotels I'm also very interested in. The moment they open up, I'll go and show you guys such hotels. Okay, should we just get into this? Because I don't want to prolong it so long, and then after 2 hours I realize that I haven't said all 100 things. So the very first thing that is on my bucket list, guys, and if you're like Mandakasi and you have never written your bucket list, I hope that this list is going to inspire you. Maybe Mandakasi, you can also write your bucket list later and share it with me. I would like to know. Okay. So the first thing on my bucket list is travel the world. That's not a surprise, right? So travel the world is just a general term. I knew that I could not just say this thing or this thing, but any opportunity I get to see a new country, to see a new city, to see a new culture, I'm taking it. So travel the world is the very first one, and it's so broad and so general. Okay, and I think in 2019 I did more of this first item on my bucket list. I did more of travel than any other activities here. Let us go to the next one. The second item on my bucket list is see all the wonders of the world. So I know that that when I say travel the world is also somehow seeing the other wonders of the world. it's included in See the Wonders of the World, I know, but it's included in Travel the World, I know, but I also want to have this concentration of just really traveling for the sake of seeing the wonders of the world. That's also on my bucket list. Okay. The third one is get married. So I am engaged right now, but since the whole thing with COVID happening and us not being sure what is going on in the world and all of that, and I definitely know that I want a wedding where my family is also there, and traveling now is not easy for us or for them from Kenya here or from us to Kenya, so we had to hold everything off, and once we're ready, we'll be ready. Like we said, we're just going to do it right, and we'll do it when we're ready. Okay. The fourth one is have kids. So a court has spoken. What did a court say? Let me see what a court said. Yeah, a court is in the house. A court is in the house. So right. The fourth one is have kids, and kids will come in God's time. So that one is not something that I can say now I'm going to get yet. I don't know. I don't want to do it that way, so we'll just leave it to God, let me say. I thought. I know yesterday you went to look for your last born. I haven't even started with the first one. Anyway, the fourth one is have kids. The fifth one is go stargazing. So there are some countries, especially in the Scandinavian countries, in Norway, in Finland, you can stargaze. You can also stargaze, I think, in Egypt also. There are some countries that the stars look brighter, the stars look more beautiful. It's amazing. So I want to do stargazing, definitely. Okay. The sixth one is visit a flower farm in France. Yeah, France is the capital of perfumes, and because of that, they have a lot of flower farms, especially in a region called Grasse, and or Grasse. They have a lot of flower fields there, and I want to see the flower fields. I want to visit these flower farms in France. And France is not so far away from me, guys. It's just here. It's just going to the border of France is like 30 minutes from here. Or let me say no, it's not even 1 hour. It's less than 1 hour just being in Strasbourg. So that is already France. But going to Grasse will take me maybe a flight of 1 hour, 1 or 2 hours. And then I'm in Grasse. So that is not going to be such a big problem, but they still have to open up the borders before I can do that. Right now, France is a hotspot for Germany. All right, so the seventh one is party in Las Vegas. I think anybody who is a party animal or anybody who has ever partied in life has ever fantasized about partying in Las Vegas, and that is on my bucket list too. I need to have maybe I'll go on my 35th birthday or on New Year's Eve after they've opened up everything. But party in Las Vegas is definitely on my list. Okay, so the eighth one is like the other stargazing one, and it is see the northern lights. So definitely I want to do this in a village called Aurora. It is in Finland, Aurora, and it is the capital of, I would say the capital or the best place I've seen until now where you can see the northern lights. If you don't know what northern lights are, they are, I don't know if you've seen these photos where the sky looks like it has green rays of light, and those are the northern lights. So if you want to know more about this, you'll have to Google this. But the northern lights are the most beautiful in Finland, Norway also. Yeah, so you can also see them in Norway. So when they open up everything, I'm also looking into that. Okay, so the ninth thing on my bucket list is skydiving. Skydiving, guys. I've always been excited about skydiving, but the last couple of months I've been somewhat I've been somewhat concerned because I see people skydiving and it's nerve-wracking, like whoo. But I'm going to do that. I'm thinking maybe I should do that in Diani, because Diani also has a Diani skydiving program. Yeah, they have skydiving in Diani, and I was still thinking maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do skydiving in Diani. So skydiving is definitely on my list. Have you guys ever thought about skydiving? Just going skydiving, because that is definitely something I have to do. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do, and we are on number 10, is bungee jumping. So bungee jumping is, the difference is skydiving, you just dive out of a plane, and bungee jumping, you are on a very tall building, or yeah, on a very tall building or structure, and you fall down with let me say a rope, or yeah, a rope behind you, something to hold you down, and then you just jump. That is bungee jumping, and I have to do that one also, and I'm going to, I don't know, but I have to do bungee jumping. So I want to find which country has the best bungee jumping. In Germany there is a lot also. Okay, I could do, when it comes to bungee jumping, there are a lot of cities I could do that. But yeah, I want to do that this year. I want to do all of these scary things this year. I want to fill this year with all those scary things and adrenaline things, and just live life. Okay, so we are on number 11. Number 11 is not going to surprise you guys, and it is climb Mount Kilimanjaro. So I'm not sure, should I do Kilimanjaro or Mount Kenya? Because I'm not a professional climber. Yeah, I don't know if I should do Mount Kenya or Kilimanjaro, but on my list is climb Mount Kilimanjaro. That one I might have to change to Mount Kenya, but I'm still not sure. I'll leave it at that first. The 12th one is go camping. So camping I've already done, and I did it in Naivasha last year. And it was I think I have a video. I have that video on my channel, so if you want to see me camping in Kenya, it's on my channel. So number 12 I've already done. Yeah, okay. Number 13, ride in a hot air balloon. Riding in a hot air balloon will definitely be in Cappadocia. Some people say Cappadocia, but Cappadocia is definitely the place I want to do skydive. I want to do a ride in a hot air balloon, because it is in Turkey and it is the capital of hot air balloons, if you ask me. There are also hot air balloons in Kenya. If you want to do a hot air balloon safari, you can do that also. If I can do both, maybe I'll do first of all the Turkey one, and then one day I will do the hot air balloon in Kenya. Okay. Tour a vineyard. I don't even know why it took me so long to tour a vineyard. I've been to vineyards. I've been to a vineyard in France, the Moët and Chandon vineyard, where they make the champagne, but I did not really see the vineyard. Like, I just went inside a little bit, took one photo, and then I got a tour of the factory instead. But a tour of the vineyard and how they harvest the grapes, I did not get that. That I have to do. I don't know if I'll go back to the Moët and Chandon one, or I'll just go to another vineyard in France, but it's going to be definitely France or South Africa. So the next one is fly first class. Guys, if you have if you love flying like myself, and I do love flying, you might definitely have thought about flying first class. I've never flown first class. I've never flown business class. I've always been trying to save money on flights, because I've always been like, going to a new country, there's a lot you want to do. You want to go to a new museum, you want to eat their food, you want to go to their clubs, you want to see their churches, you want to see their streets. So every time I traveled, I wanted to concentrate my budget on entrance for museums and churches and such stuff. So flying first class until now hasn't been a priority for me, but it's definitely on my list. Fly first class, and I hope that I do that with Emirates. Emirates has one of the best first classes in airline history. Okay, number 16, charter a yacht. Oh my god, this is why I always laugh on my list. I'm like, oh my god, when did I come up with the charter a yacht bucket list item? Like, I was 23, 24. How would I even come up with something like this? But it's on my list, guys, and I cannot even imagine not doing it. And around between summer and December, around October, between August and October, in Croatia and Greece, they do yacht parties and yacht charters. So people, there's actually a Facebook group for it, where people come together, or people just say, hey, we are only 3 of us, we are looking for 3 other people who like to travel and who want to charter a yacht with us. You can join us. And then that's how people form groups, and they go like for 2 weeks on a yacht together and have someone to cook for them and someone to clean the yacht, and they just live there for like a week or 2 weeks. And I want to do that. Okay. The 17th item on my bucket list is La Tomatina Festival. So I was in the La Tomatina Festival definitely last year, and it was, we went to Barcelona first, and then from Barcelona we took a bus to La Tomatina, and then we went back to Barcelona and then came back home. So La Tomatina Festival I've already done, and it is on my channel. So if you want to see that video, it's there. So number 18 on my bucket list is attend concerts and events. So I think yesterday I talked about this. I've been to concerts and I've been to events. I've been to a Nicki Minaj concert, I've been to a Rihanna concert, a Beyonce concert, Jason Derulo concert, and Avril Lavigne. And festivals, just normal festivals, yeah. So, and I plan on going to many more concerts. I love concerts very much, especially from musicians that I love, of course. And I love festivals very much also. So I'm planning on doing more of that, definitely. So the 19th one is attend musicals. So if you guys love musicals, or like the Lion King musical or Mamma Mia musicals or Blue Man Group musicals, such musicals, I definitely want to go to one. In Germany they have a lot of musicals, but thank you so much, family. You are the very, very best. Thank you for being here. So in Germany, they have a lot of musicals in Munich, in Hamburg, in Stuttgart, but because of COVID and everything happening, there hasn't been any concerts or musicals right now going on. But I definitely plan on doing that. I love the Blue Man Group and Lion King and Mamma Mia. Like I mentioned, I have to go to those musicals. So number 20 on my bucket list is dine in the dark. Have you ever heard of a restaurant where people eat in the dark? It exists, and I want to do it so bad, so bad. Once they open up restaurants in Germany, we are on another lockdown until the 31st of January. It doesn't matter anymore, but once they open up everything, because we still have to wait until 31st for them to open up the restaurants, if we are lucky, then I will definitely book a dinner at that restaurant. It's in Frankfurt here, and it's I don't know the name, but you eat in the dark. You just go in, and the table is there, you sit down, and then they turn the lights off. And then you have to just use all your other senses to enjoy your food. And guys, it is an experience you've never had before. You've never really thought about food like that. Food has never tasted like that when you have to eat in the dark. And people say that it maximizes your other senses, and you smell better, you touch better, because you have to touch like this, to touch your food like this without spilling anything. Most people just eat with their hands because you don't know how to use your fork and your knife in the dark. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm actually looking forward to that very much. I have already asked a girlfriend, Linda, we're going together. We're going with Linda to eat in the dark. That's number 20. Number 21, I want to own my dream house. My dream house will definitely be in Kenya, because I'm a proud Kenyan, and I want to have a dream house where there's sun and sand and and a lot of fruits and a lot of palm trees. So it's going to be definitely in the coast of Kenya. So number 22, watch the sunset in Santorini. So Santorini is in Greece, if you don't know, and Santorini is, if you see the photos of Santorini, they're just white and blue. It is very beautiful there. It's so Instagrammable. But the most important thing to know about Santorini is it has the best sunsets in the world. Like, the sunsets in Santorini, they're just to die for, guys. So I would be a fool not to go to Santorini. And Greece is also just down here, from Germany down here. But I've always said I don't want to go to Santorini alone. That is not a solo trip kind of a destination. I don't want to go with a girlfriend. That is a very romantic destination. So I definitely want to go to my boyfriend in Santorini. So number 23, conquer my biggest fear, which is deep sea diving. So I'm really worried about this one because I'm worried about so much water at once. But I have to do deep sea diving one day. One day, and that's like my biggest fear, being in the middle of an ocean or in the middle of a sea and deep sea diving with everything that's going on underwater. But I'm going to do it one day. Number 24, ride in a helicopter. That shouldn't be that hard, let me say, because there are a lot of such options in Germany where you can ride in a helicopter. Actually, every city in Germany has that offer. And yeah, it just costs a little bit more to have that 1 hour ride or 30 minutes ride in your city, but it's definitely doable. Okay, so number 25, dine in a 3-star Michelin restaurant. So guys, you know, that is the maximum stars that a restaurant can get. It's three star. And there are a lot of 3-star Michelin restaurants also here in Germany, and in France there are more Michelin star restaurants in Paris than anywhere else, and Paris is 3 or 4, less than 4 hours away from me, so that shouldn't be that hard also. But the problem is they are expensive. Going to a 3-star Michelin restaurant will definitely cost me between 400 and 500 euros for a meal. So that is something that maybe we'll have to wait a little bit. I have other items on my bucket list that need less money. Yeah. So guys, was sisters? Yeah. So the next one is, sorry, something was on my foot. It was disturbing my foot here. All right. So the next one is number 26. On my bucket list is run a marathon. I don't know when I wrote this. And this idea came back to me when Kipchoge ran in Vienna last year. This idea came back to me, and I was like, hey, I've always wanted to run a marathon. Maybe I should start with just running around my block. And then my boyfriend says he could help me. And then I will go to maybe just continue increasing my circle until I do a half marathon and then a marathon one day. But guys, this is something I have to do. I don't care if I have to practice for 2 years before I can do it. I have to run a marathon one day. Okay, 27. Master salsa dancing. This is something that makes me very angry. Like, I'm really angry every time I talk about salsa. Because it is that one thing that even if I never did anything on my bucket list ever again, I would have to dance salsa. That is very, very important to me. And until now, I've just been putting things off. When I was in nursing school, I was actually very active in it. I went to salsa classes every Sunday for 2 years, and I learned a lot. But then after that, I kind of let it slide somehow. I think I fell in love and then I let it go. I think that's what happened. Because I wanted to be with him every Sunday. And now I think it's time to go back to salsa. So because I'm learning Spanish this year, when they open up everything, I'm going back to salsa dancing. So salsa dancing actually is not salsa dancing, it is mastering salsa dancing. That is my number 27. Number 28, go skiing. Okay, when I was an au pair girl, I went Wasser skiing in Austria. I used to live in Austria for 1 year, and I tried water skiing, and it was a hard as F. And it was a hard AF. But I promised myself that is not going to discourage me from learning how to ski one day. So skiing is definitely on my list. Definitely that is a winter activity. And they closed up everything this year. But they will not close it forever. One day we'll go skiing. So number 29, and this I wanted to do just before COVID happened. Just before COVID happened, I had already looked for a place, and all I needed was just someone to take me there or someone to go with me, and that is go zip lining. So there are a lot of zip liners or zip lining locations in Germany, also in Kenya. So if I come on holiday in Kenya, I could still go zip lining. So I still have to look on that. But zip lining is one of the easiest things on my bucket list. That should be no problem. Okay. Number 30. This is also going to be a surprise. Learn horse riding. I tried to find someone to teach me how to ride a horse here in Germany during COVID, and I found someone, but they were only interested in showing people that already had their own horses. I don't know how I was supposed to do that. Buy a horse? So until further notice, I still haven't found anyone who will teach me how to ride a horse without having my own horse. Okay, number 31 on my bucket list is learn how to play the piano. So this is already underway. We're already planning on that because we know someone that has a piano very near to us, and that should not be a problem. So learning a piano I should actually start with that before they open up the borders, right? I'll definitely do that. So attend the Olympics is number 32. So you guys know that because of our marathon runners in Kenya, we always participate in Olympics worldwide. And one day I want to just be among the audience. I just want to be there in I think the next Olympics was supposed to be in China or Japan, I think. I think so. I think that was the next planned Olympics. Russia, I think, yeah. But it was definitely in Asia somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where. But that was my plan, to attend the next Olympics. So, number 33, go on a road trip. So, road trips. I've gone on road trips in Kenya, but the kind of road trip I want to go to is maybe like drive on Route 33 in the US, such road trips. I want to go, or just somewhere like the New Zealand or Norway. Those are very beautiful countries to do road trips in. Or in Italy. Italy road trips are just, oh my God. So you just get a camper and just go on a road trip. I want to do that, definitely. Okay. Number 34. Go on a desert safari. So desert safari, when I think about a desert safari, all I'm thinking of is Dubai. Dubai or in Morocco. But I think mostly Dubai. I think Namibia also has desert safaris. So I could also opt to go to Namibia for a desert safari. But until now, the plan was to do that in Dubai. Okay, so moving on. Hi guys, are you still with me? I know you're all working, very busy, and I'm just talking here. Family said he's still following. Thank you so much. Where did Akot go? Akot, uko wapi? And Mandokasi and Dinasi. What are you guys up to? I know everybody told me not to go live during the day because most people are working. But yesterday proved to me that even if just 3 or 4 people come to my live, or people come and go to my live, I still get a lot of minutes after that. So I'm definitely going to stay until I'm done with the night shifts, and then I will do more. And then I will do more night lives, so you guys can also join. So okay, so let us continue with our list. Where was I? Desert safari. We're doing that in Dubai. Okay. Ride a gondola in Venice. So Venice, that is number 35, and that was supposed to be it was supposed to be in 2020. We were supposed to go in February to Venice, and I wanted to ride a gondola in Venice. I've been to Venice before, but until now, don't ask me what happened. I don't know why I did not ride on a gondola when I was there. I have no idea. I really do not know. So I have to go back to Venice and do that, which I don't mind. I love Venice very much. Okay, so number 36, go to Disneyland in Paris. And that one, my boyfriend will want to come along, right? Schatz? Comes to meet? Not Disneyland?
Auf jeden Fall.
Definitely, that's what he says. So, Disneyland in Paris, we're going together. Du hast nichts gesagt und ich wollte so noch mal gucken, ob wir noch auf die neueste Stand sind.
Ja, ja. Und Pferdreiten will ich auch.
Wo?
Pferdreiten.
Ja? Und Roadtrip und Vegas. Ich glaube, du bist
klar.
die Hälfte von der Sache hier.
Ja.
So guys, I was just talking in German. If you just came in to my boyfriend and you were saying he definitely wants to come along to Disneyland in Paris. So that is number 36. Number 37 is go on top of Burj Khalifa. So when I'm in Dubai, I'll definitely go to Burj Khalifa because until now it is the tallest building in the world. Why not? And I will also be crossing the travel the world bucket list item and also the safari, the desert safari. So I'm coming to Dubai definitely. So number 38, roll cigars in Cuba. So I've tried the cigars in Cuba. The what are they called? The cohibas, yeah. I've tried the cohibas from Cuba and they're good, guys. And I don't want to just buy them from the shop because, like any other good brand, they are also very much imitated and a lot of fakes in the market. I want to go to Cuba one day just to travel the world, and while I'm there, I want to definitely roll my own cigars. They also do that. They have like tours where tourists roll their own cigars and carry them home. Good. So number 39, visit the red light district in Amsterdam. So these I've already done. I have a video on it on my channel. It actually has a lot of views already. And I was there, we were there, my boyfriend was also there. Where we went just around the city in Amsterdam. And if you go around the city in Amsterdam at night, you will definitely not miss the red light district. It's just in the middle of everything. So the red light district in Amsterdam has already been closed off. So that doesn't mean I'm never going back there. I will someday, but it's definitely on my list. It was on my list. So number 40, I've also done. And it is send a message in a bottle. I don't know if you guys have read movies, have read books or watched movies on this subject where people sent a message in a bottle and waited to see where it landed finally. I did that. I did that in in Malindi. And I know you're not supposed to do this. And I promise you I'm not doing it again because you're not supposed to be littering in the oceans and all that. But what I wanted to say is until now, nobody has ever contacted me because I wrote a message in the bottle, and I have a video about this on my channel too. So guys, you can watch it later. And I wanted to say this. So I sent a message in a bottle and I wrote a few things. I wrote like, hey, I've just gotten engaged, I'm so happy, and my life da 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 da. And this is my Instagram account. Write to me when you find this message. So until now, and it has been maybe 3 years ago. Is it 3 or 2? 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, when I sent that message, and then I took a boat all the way to the middle of the ocean as far as I could go, and that is where we threw the bottle, and it's supposed to go in waves, in waves, in waves, and someday it will end up in a beach somewhere. I've already done that, but it has been 2.5 years, so I don't know if someone found it and never contacted me, or an old fisherman got it and they didn't know what Instagram was, or someone just found it and threw it away, or they just fished it off with other things in the ocean and just threw everything off. I don't know. But until now, nobody has contacted me. But I've done that. It's off my bucket list now. Okay. Number 41 was a tour my city of residence. So I have a video of this with Linda, my South African girlfriend. Hi, Linda. And yeah, we did that. We went around the city. We took a bus that took us around Karlsruhe here in Germany, and took us to the peak of the city where we could see the city from up there. It was a lot of fun, but I still have to do more of touring my city of residence, because I realized that I go to other cities in the world and go to the museums and go to churches and all that, but I don't do that in my own city where I live. I don't know why, but I need to do more of that, definitely, especially now that everything is closed. Number 42 is donate blood. Okay, so I am going to do these in Kenya, and I have a reason for these. And this, I don't know how you're going to take this, but this is the way it is. I'm not allowed to donate blood in Germany. And they have their reasons, but they say mostly if you come from a country that either has a lot of cases of HIV and AIDS and a lot of cases of mosquito and malaria, you're not allowed to give blood in Germany. So I don't want to give blood and then it will be thrown away. I don't want to do that. So because my blood is accepted in Kenya, I'm going to do that in Kenya. Okay, number 43, solve the Rubik's Cube. Oh my God, that is something I had totally forgotten about. I wanted to solve the Rubik's Cube. Do you guys know what that is? I have it somewhere. Let me get it. 1 minute before you guys continue commenting. Let me get my Rubik's Cube.
Was ist das in Deutschland kein Blutspenden?
Ich darf nicht. Ich komme von einem Land,
Gar nicht.
wo HIV ist. Ich darf nicht.
Gar nicht.
Hm?
Gar nicht.
Ich darf nicht.
Bescheuert.
Ja, mein Blut ist nicht wert. Ja.
Deutschland.
It's voll arg. So guys, this is a Rubik's Cube. Here it is. So I don't know if you guys know how to solve these, because I do not. And I've always said that I want to learn how to solve this thing. I once saw a kid who solved this in Austria with his eyes closed, and he was like, you know, na 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 na, and one hand was making a sandwich, the other one was, oh my God, and I was so impressed. I was like, I need to know how to solve this Rubik's Cube. It's very mathematical, and I'm very interested. So I already bought one a long time ago, and these things are expensive, guys. I don't know how much. Let me check while I talk to you guys how much I bought my Rubik's Cube. They're not as cheap as you'd think. They're really expensive. And I got myself this Rubik's Cube thinking I will definitely get into it and just solve it. But until now I haven't. Let me see. Rubik's cube. Guys, this is the evidence. Rubik's cube are expensive. This is a 13 euro Rubik's cube. I thought they were going to be cheaper than that. 13 euros? Okay, all right. That's 1,400 Kenyan shillings right now. Okay, so I need to solve a Rubik's cube, and it is on my list. It is on number, where was I? Number 43 on my bucket list is solve the Rubik's cube. So I need to do that. Definitely, I have to, and I think I should be doing this before they open up the borders. These are activities I should have been doing on lockdown, because if I cannot travel the world or go on top of Burj Khalifa in Dubai right now, I should definitely be solving the Rubik's cube. What do you think, guys? Do you know how to solve these? I would like to know if any of you knows how to solve these. Okay, guys, so then last one, number 44, was learn how to bake. Guys, I'm so lazy when it comes to baking. And it's because, first of all, I hate it when I have to measure everything in millimeters and milligrams and I don't know. That is, I don't know, I don't like it at all. It's not fun for me, because my kind of cooking, or the way I like to cook, is I like to just put my feeling into it and my mood into it. Whatever I feel like cooking today, I just decide on how much I want to do, or I mix things up a lot when cooking. So someone telling me to just bake and make sure it's the same measurement of sugar and butter and all that, and have to measure everything, it has never been such a thing for me. But I wanted to learn how to bake because I love cupcakes. So for the love of cupcakes, I will definitely learn how to bake. I actually have a video on my channel where I went to a baking school, and I did a whole afternoon of trying to bake cupcakes. And I actually have that recipe with me. So I will definitely go back to that recipe and learn and practice everything I learned on that day, because I loved the cupcakes. They were so yummy. So I need to do that definitely. So number where am I? Number 45. Number 45 is paint a picture. Oh, we did that, right? We already did that. Paint a picture.
Yeah.
We already painted a picture, guys. I will show you right now what I did. Where is it? So that is number 45. So give me 1 minute. I'm getting the picture. And I forgot I already checked that off my bucket list. So,
Weißt du, was ich unbedingt machen will? Ich will Elefantenbaby anfassen.
anfassen, das ist in Kenia. Wusstest du, dass du in Kenia adoptieren könntest?
Orphanage ist
Ja.
Ich habe eine Instagram-Page geliked, so Orphanage in Kenia für Elefanten.
Ah,
Voll geil.
toll. So guys, if you just came in, I just wanted to show you guys I wanted to show you guys the picture that I painted. Look at that, guys. Yay! So it's supposed to be a sunset, like you can see. And the hardest thing about, okay, we booked a painting class, my boyfriend and myself. And we went there for the evening, and we had a lot of fun doing this, right? Geshat? We had so much fun painting these.
Ja, lustig.
It was good. I had a lot of fun painting it. And what they do is the teacher just gives you canvases, plain ones, and then you start together, all of you together. And then she says, okay, now we're painting the sun rays, and now we're doing the water, now we're doing the waves. And the hardest part for me in the painting this picture or this painting was making sure that you can see the sun rays, the reflection of the sun rays in the water. That was the hardest thing for me doing this, because I could not just relax and just do them. I was too careful and therefore the waves looked like the same shape, and they were not supposed to. It was supposed to be just, flowing naturally. But I had so much fun. I took my time. I think we were the last ones there.
Yeah, the last thing was to get finished.
Right? Yeah, my friend is also reminding me that we actually went out with her the last minute. Everybody had gone home, and I was still there trying to perfect my sun rays and my reflection. That sounds like me, right? If you know me, you know me. So she was very nice to us, and she realized that I wanted to take my time because it was on my bucket list. I wanted to do something, to just take my time and enjoy it. So she was cleaning the whole place and taking away the paints and the brushes and cleaning her brushes while I was still there trying to do the waves. It was so much fun. So number 46 is already done. I've already painted. That is not a picture, it is a painting. I've already painted one. And after this, I realized I loved it, and I've promised myself to do more of painting. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. It can be abstract. It can be just putting my emotions in a canvas, but I'm going to do it. It was so much fun. So that's going to be one of my new hobbies in 2021, painting. Okay, so I feel like I should put it somewhere here. I love it. What do you guys think? If it's so distracting, let me know. Okay, guys. So I have so many things here today. All right. So that was number 45. Number 46, get a fish pedicure. We also did this. It was so much fun. For me, definitely. And I think I also have the video on my channel, and I was laughing the whole of that video. I was so happy. I don't know what went on there. I was so happy. But it was definitely my boyfriend's fault. I don't know. He was cracking me up. Like, I don't know. I was just laughing in that video. But we got a fish pedicure here in my city, or my city of residence in Karlsruhe. And a fish pedicure, other people call it Dr. Fish, where you just dip your feet in the pond where the fish is, or the fishes are, and they eat off the dead skin on your feet. You guys know what I mean, right? Should actually get another one soon. So when your feet is in water, the dead cells, or the dead skin comes off very easily, and the fish nibble on your feet like that, eating all the dead cells and all the dead skin on your feet. And that is a fish pedicure. And I wanted to get one, and I was very happy to find out that in my city there was one. So we definitely did that, and that is ticked off. The next thing on my bucket list, number 47, which I definitely have to do more of this year. I don't know what everything I want to do here, oh God, is cook along to Gordon Ramsay's book. So I think I'll also have to get that one. So let me take these ones off first, up the painting, and this can stay. Let me bring you that book from Gordon Ramsay. Ja.
Kann nichts machen.
Ich auch nicht, leider.
Das ist gerade. Kannst du nicht Pause machen?
Leider nicht.
War ein Witz.
Oder drauf. Oder weiter drauf.
Oder live.
Oder hinter drin.
Ja.
Wo ist der? Irgendwo da unten. Hast mir die letzte Zeit gezeigt. Willst du, ich helfe gerade. Ich bin ganz nett. Ich weiß nicht, wo das ist. Es war hier, weißt du, was ich meine? Es tut mir leid. Es tut mir leid. So guys, I can't seem to find my Gordon Ramsay cookbook, but it's somewhere here. I'll find it and I'll post it if you guys want to see it on my Instagram channel. So, on my Instagram account, Bucketlist says. Alright, so where are we now? So, are you guys still here or did you leave me alone? Let me see. So. Ah, yeah, all right, perfect. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for being here so much. Really appreciate it. All right, so let's continue. Sorry. All right, so the next one is, where were we? Cook Along to Gordon Ramsay's book. That was number 47. And what I mean by that is I love Gordon Ramsay's recipes, and there's one book that I was very interested in after watching too many YouTube videos from him, and I got myself that book. I have it here, and I want to cook all those recipes, and all the recipes in that book I have to cook them all, find the ingredients and just cook them all. So I'll definitely do that very soon. Number 48 is milk a cow. I should have done this ages ago because we have cows in my village in Thika. I should have done this already. But somehow when I go to Kenya, I'm always doing other things other than crossing this thing off my bucket list. I need to know how to milk a cow. I've always found it to be very hot if if you can be, you can be educated, you can have traveled, you can be pretty, and then just get down on it and just milk a cow. Because we love to drink milk so much, but we don't know how to milk a cow. So that's something I definitely want to do. Number 48 is learn how to do a full face glam makeup. Guys, I am so happy because you see my face right now. A lot of people are telling me they like the way I'm doing my makeup right now, and I'm very grateful to you guys. You're far too kind. But I learned it. I had to go to a makeup artist in Nairobi. Her name is Keisha Makeup. If you don't know her, please find her on Instagram. She is amazing. People call her Keisha the surgeon because after she's done with you, you think you had a face surgery. And I asked her to help me figure out how to do my own makeup because I didn't want to come here on my YouTube channel looking like I am lost. And I wanted to learn how to do my makeup a little bit better. And I wanted to know which products fit best for my face, and she showed me all of that, guys. It was so much fun. I have that video on my channel also. So I already crossed that off, learning how to do a full face glam makeup. I still have to practice a lot, especially on my eye makeup, my eyeshadow. I don't do much eyeshadow. I just do mascara, eyeliner, and that's it. But as far as face coverage and contouring is concerned, and highlights, I've kind of already started practicing that, and I can see the results, but I still need to practice on my eye makeup. But I've already crossed that off my bucket list. The next one, and my boyfriend is going to laugh, and you'll hear him laugh out loud, is master a video game.
Das ist ja fast so witzig wie ein Marathon.
He's saying that is as funny as running a marathon. Yeah, don't laugh at me. I want to know how to play one video game. So my video game of choice was GTA 5, and Grand Theft Auto 5 was my video game of choice. But after trying it out, I've realized that it's not as easy as I thought.
You should start with Super Mario Brothers.
And my boyfriend says I should be doing Super Mario Brothers, but I will not do that. I'm still going to play GTA one day. But there's another one. There's another video game that is from the same people who did GTA. What is it called, Shaz?
Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption. So I'm going to do Red Dead Redemption video game first, and then I'll go to GTA. I think that's going to be a little bit easier for me, but I have to master at least one video game. Why not, guys? Why? Who said that if you are a lady you cannot? No, I'm going to do one video game and master it from beginning to end if it's possible. All right, so all of these things I don't have to do them in 2 months. I just have to do them before I die. So I have the next 20 years to play one video game. That should be okay, right? The next 20 to 150 years. Okay, let's see. Learn how to sew or sew, according to what you guys, SEW. Sometimes German is influencing my English. So this is actually one of those things that I still don't know why I haven't done, because sewing in Kenya, I could go to a sewing class every day if I wanted. I should actually do that in March. I'm going soon to Kenya, and I should definitely learn how to sew, because I don't want to be those women that you have kids and you cannot even sew a button or a small patch at the trousers, or you can't hem a dress or something. I want to be able to trim and sew and replace buttons and those small things. I don't have to do like a whole wardrobe of clothes, but at least the basics of sewing I need to learn how to. And my boyfriend's grandmother actually is very good at it. I should actually have already learned from her. Yeah, but that's something I can do on lockdown also. I don't have to wait until the end of lockdown. So guys, I hope I've not already bored you with my list. We are already at number 51. So far, what do you think about the list? What is the most interesting thing on my list right now? What would you like to have on your list also? Let me know down below as I continue with my list. All right. So, Disneyland. Nice. Yeah, Disneyland is definitely on very many people's bucket list, so I'm not surprised. All right, something else I wanted to say. Okay, let's continue with our list. We are on number 52, and it is give 100% tip for good service. So getting good service is not always guaranteed. It doesn't mean because you're eating in a more expensive restaurant or not that you will always get good service. No. But there are people who will give you really good service in restaurants or in hotels or in any other facilities that you're just inclined to tip them well. So I've planned that the next time I get really good service, I'm tipping whoever served me 100% of what I ate. So if I spent like 50 euros on the food, they're getting 50 euros as tip. So that is one thing on my bucket list, just to make someone's day one time. Just to appreciate someone who's giving good service one day. Okay, number 53 on my bucket list is write a book. So guys, you might not know this, but I've already written the book and I'm editing at the moment. It will come out definitely in 1 or 2 months. So definitely wait for that. A book is coming. And in the future there'll be more books definitely. All right, so number 54 is learn how to play chess. So chess, if you've seen this movie series or mini series on Netflix, it's called Gambit, something like Gambit. Yeah, Gambit. It's all about how a player became the best, the youngest female to ever play chess in international levels, and this is very interesting. It definitely reminded me that I have to learn how to play chess. So that is something I'll do with my boyfriend this year. Yeah, right, Shat? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're definitely going to learn how to play chess together. Okay, it's not easy, but that is exactly why it's on my bucket list. Number 55, sit front row in a fashion show. So I'm hoping, if everything goes well, that it's going to be in Paris. It's not easy getting into these first rows in Paris Fashion Week or Milan Fashion Week or London Fashion Week, but if you know me well, you know in my life, in my dictionary, there's nothing like impossible. So I will make sure that that happens one day. I'll sit for front row in a fashion show. Okay. Number 56 is every girl's dream if you ever loved fashion, and it is own a red bottomed pair of heels. So guys, I'm talking about Christian Louboutin heels, and there are a lot of shoes nowadays that are just faking it and just putting red soles in their shoes, but it is originally from Christian Louboutin, who just started putting red soles in under the shoes of women, because he thought that most French women only have red polish and red lipstick, and he thought to put to bring a little bit color into French women's lives, he was just going to put a red sole in their shoes. So it doesn't matter if you have a black or a nude shoe or a red shoe or a blue shoe, it's going to have some red into it. And because most French women just wanted to wear black, white, gray, and red lips and red nail polish, he invented the red sole pair of shoes, the Christian Louboutin pair of shoes. So it is a brand I've never owned, and I want to own at least one pair, but I hope for more pairs if God allows. But one pair costs around 500 euros, so you can understand why I haven't owned one yet. I had other priorities in life than spend 500 euros on a pair of shoes, but it's coming, definitely coming. Amen. Number 57. Are you guys still with me? I know if you are a guy, you're wondering what is going on here. But if you're a lady, you understand me already. Okay, number 57, experience zero gravity. That is also here in Germany, in Munich. It is called Olympia. It is a stadium but has a lot of activities inside, and you get into a room where they give you a suit where you just fly around the room with zero gravity. I want to experience that. Okay. Number 58 is go on a cruise. So I've been on a cruise here in Germany, and it came from Amsterdam all the way to Basel in Switzerland, but I only got on in Mannheim, and then I got off in Basel, and then I came back with a train. That was the cruise. There was an offer, it was cheaper, and I knew someone on the ship, so it was much cheaper for me. It was really much fun. And so the cruise I'm talking about, I want to go on those international cruises that spend like a whole month in the ocean. That's the cruise I'm talking about. The ones that there's one of the biggest ships in the world. It's like a city inside. There are malls, there are restaurants, there are clubs, there are tennis play thingies. You can play sports, you can go to the gym. You have a whole life inside the ship, and I find it so interesting to just take a shower and go to dinner and then go for a movie and you're still in the ship. I think it's so interesting, so I want to do that. So number 59 is start a foundation. So most of you watching this and you want to be part of this, let me know. But I'm starting a foundation very soon, and it's going to, mostly what I want to do, the course I want to do is the course that is in my heart is to support or to take care of orphaned kids, because there are a lot of orphaned kids in Kenya, especially those ones that were orphaned by AIDS. And I know it's that's a few years ago when AIDS was a real pandemic in Kenya, but it still left a lot of kids without parents, and a lot of kids are struggling in ghetto or in the rural areas without anyone to take care of them. I know a lot of people, I used to know a lot of kids that had to take care of their younger siblings when they were only 10, and because nobody knew about it and they did not have any relatives, no one knew that they were suffering. They didn't know how they had to work or steal and all that stuff, and it really breaks my heart, because AIDS took away a lot of parents from a lot of people, and when I think about it, I think about kids. These kids did not choose that, they did not have anything to do with that, but now they are orphaned and they don't know how to go around life. So the kind of foundation I want to start is one that looks for such kids and helps them or takes care of them, or shows them a direction, or connects them with someone who can take care of them, something like that. So yeah. Number 16 on my bucket list is meditation. So I'm learning about meditation slowly from my boyfriend because he does kung fu, and there are some things in kung fu that helps you to meditate. So it is a step for me, definitely, but I want to do more of meditation, like really go into it and really learn how to meditate properly, because you can tell from the way I talk that I'm like my head is working very, very fast always, and I'm thinking of like 3 or 4 things at the same time. So I need to slow down in my thoughts and just meditate, and that is what I need to do. And actually that should have started in lockdown, but oh well. So meditation is number 60. And actually, if I can say, there are a lot of resorts that offer meditation kind of vacations. You just go to the vacation to meditate, and I love that. In especially in Switzerland, because Switzerland is very mountainous, a lot of mountains there, a lot of landscapes. It's very beautiful in Switzerland. They offer a lot of meditation programs or meditation vacations. I'll definitely do that. So that also goes somewhat with the next one. The next one is take a self-defense course. Yeah, that shouldn't be hard at all. I have my boyfriend here. He's already teaching me some self-defense techniques, and I'm also going to join. I've already joined a kung fu school here with his sifu, with his teacher, and his sifu is going to show me how to go around self-defense, and that is something I think every woman or every lady should do. A self-defense course, or just having techniques on how you can defend yourself, should be on your bucket list. Just it will give you more confidence to go around the world, especially if you want to travel like myself and you want to do solo trips, you want to go in other cultures and other cities alone. You should definitely know how to defend yourself, or be ready to defend yourself in some way. Okay, so 61 I'll definitely do. Number 62, I wanted to do this year until everything happened again, or last year 2020, so I'm going to do 2021, is sleep in a tree house. So it might be in Kenya, or it might be in Germany, or in both. I love tree houses very much. Scandinavian countries have also very beautiful tree houses, because there's a lot of how will I say it? A lot of nature, a lot of trees, a lot of forests. So they make a lot of hotels that are tree houses hotels. I'll definitely sleep in a tree house. Number 63, I've already done, and it is do a 7-day water only cleanse. I did this in the beginning of 2020, I think. 2020 or 2019. The first week of January. And I did a 7-day water only cleanse. So I might do that again, but I'm not so interested in it right now. It was good. I lost a kg a day for 7 days. It was very effectful, but I was so weak. I could not do anything else than just lay around and sleep all day. I don't know if I'm ready to go through that again, because it was really, really, really stressful for my system. So if I want to do a water fast, which actually is, you don't have to do a 7-day water fast like myself, but you should definitely have at least 1 day in the month where you just drink water only, or every few months do like 3 days of only drinking water. It washes off and cleanses off your system, and your body takes like a break from, processing food and all that. So 1 day or 1 to 3 days is actually always advised. That will never be hard for It is not harmful for most people, but after 3 days you definitely have to check with your physician first before you do that. But 1 to 3 days you can always do. So do a water fast cleanse. I already did. Number 64, learn how to shoot a gun. This is going to be so interesting. So my boyfriend has a plan on how he's going to help me with that, how to learn how to shoot a gun. There are a lot of places that teach people how to do that, and in Kenya also there are a lot of shooting ranges in Kenya. I should visit one of them soon. So learn how to shoot a gun, definitely. All right, so the next one, learn how to mix cocktails. I already did this. I was also with Linda. Hi Linda. And we learned how to mix cocktails here in Karlsruhe. I have a video of it on my channel. You can check it out. Yeah, so I did not want to just mix any cocktails. I wanted to know how to use seasonal fruits and seasonal ingredients, things that are in season, to make a refreshing cocktail. And I learned how to do that, how to mix sour and sweet, and what the ratio is. It was so much fun. All right, so I already did number 65, the cocktails one, and now number 66, attain my dream body. Guys, let me see what you're saying. What are you guys up to? Aha. It is so good to have you with me, guys. I'm really grateful for all of you. So, where was I? Number 66, attain my dream body. I thought it was going to happen in 2019, and I started to go to the gym. I started doing a lot of sit-ups, and somewhere I always lag behind when it comes to training. I don't know. I do not know what is wrong with me. I think this is one of the things, when I get kids, I'll definitely push them to do more sport or do more with them, because if you have it in you when you're a kid, it's very easy to just keep the lifestyle. But if you have to teach yourself how to do training and physical activity when you are grown up, it becomes a very, very big challenge. But I don't have to worry about that. My boyfriend is very good in that. That is his life, so he's going to take care of that with the kids. Attain my dream body. I'm not yet there, but I'm not so far away. I should be. I'm all right, but I have a long way to go. Number 67 is get a henna tattoo in India. So you can get a henna tattoo in Mombasa also, and I should do that, but I definitely want to go to the source. And henna tattoos originated from India, and I want to do that definitely. So the next time I'm going to India, I will go because I want to, of course, to learn about the culture and the people. But I love Indian food and Indian spices also very much. That's also another reason I'll be going to India, and I will definitely get a henna tattoo while I'm there. Okay, learn how to play poker. This is something that we have planned to do together, my boyfriend and I. This is also going to be another new hobby. Playing poker. I cannot play any card games, guys. That's why it's on my bucket list. I have to learn how to do that. So, number 69 is go on a yoga retreat. This is going to be like the meditation retreat. There are a lot of yoga retreats in the world. In Thailand, there are a lot of them in Thailand, or Thailand, if you call it that in English. And when I plan a trip to Thailand, it's going to be definitely included, or yoga is definitely going to be included. Or I want to stay in a yoga retreat in Thailand, and then I can be doing other things, and then doing yoga in the afternoon or something like that. Okay, yeah. So that is number 69, do yoga retreat. Number 70, make signature dishes from other cultures. That means if you go to Italy, you learn how to make really good pasta. If you go to Spain, you learn how to do really good tapas or paella. Yeah, such things. That's what I want to do. If I go to other countries, I'm learning how to make their signature dishes. It's on my list. Number 71, go to opera. opera. I need to go to an opera. I've gone to one. It was an Italian opera, and it was good. But I think I was so tired on that day. I kept falling asleep. So I don't know if it was the opera the problem, or I was just so tired. I really did not enjoy it as much. I need to find one that I really enjoy and go to one. That is number 71. Number 72, stay at an overwater bungalow. So if you know much about travel, you know this is definitely going to be in Maldives. That is the capital of overwater bungalows. Okay, number 73, learn sign language. Oh, this is so interesting. Of all the languages in the world, they say sign language is one of the sexiest languages. Like, so interesting to learn how to talk in sign language and to learn how to tell your boyfriend I love you in sign language. They say it's one of the best languages. So I want to learn how to talk in sign language. So the next one is plant a tree. I planted a tree in Kenya, in Kilifi, but the video wasn't that good. I'll have to go back to Kilifi and show you how the tree is doing, but I will plant another tree in March so that you guys can really see how it looks and all of that good stuff. So plant a tree, definitely. All right. So study the Bible is number 75. This is something I keep doing. I've read the Bible like 3 times from beginning to end. I know the Bible well, or I used to know it better. The last few years it has been different. But I need to really study the Bible. Not just read it, but take Bible courses and really study the Bible. So that is number 75. Number 76 is make a call from a London telephone booth. If you go to London, you definitely have to have a photo making a phone call in one of those red London telephone booths. So if you come from Kenya, you definitely know that we used to have all of these booths in Kenya, like before smartphones came and mobile phones came. We had a lot of red telephone booths in Kenya because we were colonized by the British and we got everything from them. So yeah, so I want to the next time I go to London. I've never been to London, which is actually unfortunate because the flights to London from Germany, they're like 1 hour away or less. It's really not far away, but I need a visa for UK, even if I'm coming from Germany, because I'm still using my Kenyan passport. So that is what is very unfortunate. I have to get a visa to go to London, which is 1 hour away from me, and then I'll definitely make a call from the telephone booth there and make a video out of it. It is on my list. So number 77, be a part of a TV show audience. So I would say I have already done these, but I don't know if it really counts, because that was in the Churchill show in Nairobi, in Carnival. That is also a TV show, right? And I was in the audience, and I don't know if I have that. I can remember that video or that episode well from Churchill, but my face was all over the episode also, so there's evidence. I've been in the audience of a TV show. Okay, the next one, number 78, I'm doing this year and I've started very well. It is read a book a week. I've been so lazy with reading books, especially in this era of Netflix. I've been watching movies and more series than reading books the last couple of years. So I've promised myself to definitely read a book a week this year. And I started the last week of December last year, 2020. I bought 4 books for this month, so I have to make sure I read all the 4 books in January, and then I'll order for February before the end of January, so that I make sure that I read a book a week until the end of the year. So that plan is already underway. Okay, so number 79 is study soccer. So I'm not interested anymore in studying soccer. I'll have to change this on my bucket list. I want to study tennis because I want to learn how to play tennis and play it well. So for me to be able to play tennis well, I'll have to study it like a project. And and I'm going to replace soccer with tennis. So that is something that is that has changed on my bucket list. I'm not interested in soccer at all. So number 80. It's a very funny one. I also have to laugh about it. It is on my bucket list, but I'm the one laughing. Shake the president's hand. So I don't know what will have happened. I don't know what the scenario will be. But somehow in my head, I'm shaking the president's hand. I have not specified which president. It might be the president of comedy. Say hi to Eric Omondi. Or the president of a country, or the president of a club or something. I don't know. But I'm shaking a president's hand somewhere, somehow. Number 81, I've already done. It is fall in love with my best friend. Yeah, I fell in love with my best friend. I fell in love with him and then he became my best friend. Something like that. We were friends first before we fell in love, so I've already crossed that off my bucket list. Okay, the next one, number 82, is get a pet. Let me say I've already crossed that, and we got Rocky. He sadly passed last year, or he had to rest last year, but it was number 82 on my bucket list and we did that. So yeah. Number 83, learn a new language. I've already started that one also. I said that in my live yesterday. Sorry. And it was, I want to learn Spanish, I want to learn French, I want to learn Russian, I want to learn Dutch, I want to learn Mandarin. So I don't know. But I'm definitely starting with Spanish, and the other language will follow later. Number 84, go on top of the Eiffel Tower in Paris. That I've already done. I've been on top of the Eiffel Tower like 3 or 4 times, so that is crossed off my bucket list. Number 85, I've already done. I think the most of the things that I'm saying I've already done. And the next one is go to Oktoberfest in Munich. I've been to the Oktoberfest 2 times in Munich. It is the biggest beer festival in the world. If you love beer, you definitely have to have seen the Oktoberfest at least once in your lifetime. So I've already done that. It's crossed off my bucket list. Number 86, visit the Colosseum in Rome. I've already done this also. Colosseum, you all know the photos of Colosseum in Rome, Italy, and it used to be that it used to be like a stadium, I would say. Now it's in ruins, but it's still very beautiful to look at. You get really nice photos out of it, but that's where they used to have those, I would say, those activities where that's where they would trade slaves, that's where they would do bullfightings, that's where they would have their own festivals, that's where they would have fights where people would fight with other people. It used to be a different kind of world, but the Colosseum is still there and it is beautiful, and I wanted to see it and I saw it. So visit the Colosseum in Rome, I've already done. The next one is number 87, visit the Neuschwanstein castle in Bayern. This is that castle that is in Bayern in Munich, and it is really well known. It is a beautiful castle. I was there. Unfortunately, you're not allowed to take any photos or videos inside the castle. They're very strict about that. So you have to really enjoy it, see it for yourself, and that's it. So I've already done it. I will do it again. I might not be able to film inside, but this time I'll at least film the outside of the castle. So I went to the Neuschwanstein before I started a YouTube channel, so I don't have a video of that, unfortunately. But it's here in Germany, it's in Bayern, so I will go there again and definitely do that. All right. Number 88 is get a tattoo. at a u. So I have this tattoo here. It's called 100%, and it means I want to give 100% in everything I do. I wanted to get a tattoo, and I got one. I need like 2 or 3 more, but slowly. This was so painful. I need to take it slow. But I also did it. I did the tattoo at someone's place. Someone who had like a home office, and someone introduced me, and I went there, and my girlfriend came with me, and I got this tattoo. It was just like a, it was not like an official thing, but it was so painful. So I need to do it officially, and or maybe make this look better, because now it doesn't look that good. 100%. Can you even read it? I don't know. So I need to do a better tattoo or do 2, 3 more. Right, so I already got a tattoo. Number 89, meet my favorite artist, who is Nicki Minaj, and I did that. It was one of the best days of my life. Because I went there when nobody or very few people knew about Nicki Minaj. She was very new. She was still very colorful. You remember those days when she wore so many pinks and so many yellows and very colorful? And she was starting off just after she dropped the Pink Friday album. She came to Germany, and I was there in Berlin. There was only one show in Berlin, and Berlin, the stadium was almost empty. It wasn't a stadium, it was a hall. It was almost empty. Very few people knew about her, but those people that came, they were real fans, and I was part of it, and I had so much fun. After that, she has come to Germany like 3 or 4 times, and I've gone to the other concerts that she had, and I always get myself a VIP ticket because I want to be in front with all the other fans in order to enjoy it. But the other concerts were not as good as the first one, and the first one were less people. There were only fans there, so the energy was different. She was still upcoming, so she interacted with the audience more, and she came down from the stage and she interacted with us. She was still dating Safari on those days. Safari came down the audience. He was interacting with us, taking photos, signing autographs. And Nicki Minaj also did a meet and greet session where all the people that had VIP tickets, we got to get our arms signed by her. She used to sign arms and boobs those days. And I only wanted my arm signed, so she signed my arm here. And I took a photo with her. I had my photo somewhere before I deleted all my photos on Instagram. I still have the photo somewhere, of course. But I got to meet her. I got to talk to her 5 minutes. I got to take a photo with her and get my arm signed. It was one of the best days. So meet my favorite artist, Nicki Minaj, I already did. Number 90, tour the Moët and Chandon cellars in France. I also did. I have already talked about that. I did not get a chance to tour their vineyard, but I definitely toured the factory and their cellars, and I got to see how my favorite champagne is made and how long it takes. Guys, before you buy a bottle of Moët and Chandon and enjoy it, believe you me, the process started like years ago. And let me not say exactly how many years. I've already forgotten exactly how many, but many years ago, more than 5 definitely. It has taken years to get the grapes, to ferment the grapes, to make the whole process, and then the bottles, when they're in the cellar underground, someone has to come and turn them 30 degrees every other day, but they all have to be turned 30 degrees exactly, not 45, 30, and slowly, and then like for years and years and years before you can buy a bottle in your nearest supermarket. So I got to see that, and that maximizes and heightens my experience with drink. Every time I have the drink, it's maximum pleasure for me because I know how it was made. All right, so the next one is number 91, go on a safari. If you are Kenyan, you've never gone on a safari, I don't know what is wrong with you. You definitely have to go on a safari. Go to Masai Mara, go to Savo. You definitely need to go on a safari. If you want to go on a safari in Kenya and you do not know how, make sure you DM me. I'll give you someone. My brother does that and is really good at it. He will take you on a safari. Even if you are alone or you are with your family or a whole group of friends, he will do that. Okay, the next one is number 92. Ride in a limousine. I wanted to do that so bad, and I wanted to do it on my birthday, and I got to do it. And it was we were friends, girlfriends, and it was an all-white party for my birthday, and we rode in a limousine. And I think I've ridden in a limousine like 3 times that time, and then there's another time that I surprised my boyfriend with these guys, and of course I wanted to ride in the limousine also. And we also did that in Lisbon with girlfriends. It was really good. I have a video of that. The Lisbon, this is one of the best trips, the trip I'll never forget. That's the name of the vlog, and it's on my channel, and you can see us riding in a limousine there. Okay, so number 93, eat paella in Spain. So if you don't know what paella is, it's written paella. Paella is rice, fried rice that takes ages to make, and it has a lot of seafood in it, a lot of seafood. Shrimps and mushel, what is it called, mushel? Yeah, a lot of seafood in the rice, and it is fried slowly. You see the way you do pilau, like that, but longer, and has so many ingredients in it. It is so good. It is so freaking good, guys. And I wanted to try it out. I wanted to eat it, and I was there, and that was in Madrid, and we had paella. So it is crossed off my bucket list. Number 94 is go on a solo trip. I've done a lot of solo trips now. The first time I went to Paris, I was solo. The first time, or the only time I went to Dublin, Ireland, I was solo. The first time I went to Vienna, that was the second time, but I've gone to Vienna on a solo trip. I've done some solo trips already. So solo trips have already been crossed off my bucket list, but I'll do many more in the future, because when you love to travel, you cannot always wait for people to travel with you. If people are busy or they don't want to go to that city, or they cannot do it at this very moment, you don't have to wait until they are ready. You just pick your bags and go on the solo trip. So I've learned how to do that, and it is so much fun, guys. You have no idea, because you don't have to compromise with anyone. You don't have to plan what other people want or anything. You just wake up and just decide what you're going to do for the day. So anytime I go on a solo trip in a new city, I tend to see more things than if I was with anybody else. I tend to experience more. If I want to go to a museum and stay longer than if I was with someone else, I'll just do that. If I just want to sit in a park and just look at the water for ages, I'll just do that. So the last trip I made ever, it was in Geneva in Switzerland, and I have a video of that also, and I was alone. It was a solo trip. It was so rewarding, guys. You have no idea. I got to be in my own thoughts. I got to just think about what I want to do next, where I want to take my channel, where I want to take my businesses, because I have online businesses. So if you don't know about it, check out www.bucketlist.com. I wanted to know where to take my business, what to do with my relationships, with my family relationships, my love life, and you get time to really think about life. So solo trips are a must if you are a traveler. So I've already done that. So number 95, not yet there, but I will be there very soon, is have 6 sources of income. So you need to definitely have more than 2 sources of income if you want to survive in this life, because if anything, if we have learned anything in 2020, was that a lot of people lost their jobs and they did not know what to do next. They did not have a side job, they did not have a side hustle. And I hope that most people learned, because we should all be doing this. We should all have a side job. We should all have a side hustle where, you know, even if you cannot work today, or you don't feel well, or you're sick, or you do not feel like working in a company or being employed anymore, at least you have your side job or a side hustle. So my plan is to have 6 sources of income, and yeah, I will be there very soon. I'll let you know. I'll make a totally different video on my sources of income very soon, but this one is just on my bucket list. So number 96 is master a signature 6-course meal. So this is a dream, and I think most women or most ladies want to have these. By the time they are, at least by the time you're 40, you should have a go-to 6-course meal that you could make with your eyes closed and perfected it. That means that a 6-course meal has a salad, has a dessert, has a main course, has other 3, has a tasting, has an appetizer, has a lot in, and you need to know how to pair it with wine, how to pair it with drinks. And I want to have that go-to menu that even if people called you and they told you we are on our way to your place, we'll be there in 30 minutes, you can always find the ingredients and whip something fast, very, very fast, and it will be perfect. So that is something I still have to work on. I have a lot of things that I love by now. I will make sure I put together a 6-course meal, but I wanted to do that after I'm done cooking all the recipes in Gordon Ramsay's book. So after I'm done with that book, I will definitely have already chosen a 6-course meal out of it. So number 97, learn about cars. So this is something, of course, off my bucket list, although I still have a lot to learn. But at least I went to the Porsche Museum here. The people call it Porsche or Porsche Museum here in Stuttgart, in Germany. And I learned about how the Porsche cars are made. I also went to the BMW factory, or BMW, let me say museum, in Munich, and I also learned how BMW is made. I still have to go to the Audi one and the Mercedes one, and they're also not so far away from me. So that is what I mean by learn about cars. I want to learn a little bit more about that. I also have videos on the car shows or the car factories I went to, so you can check that out on my channel also. All right, so the next one is ride on a roller coaster. I've ridden on a roller coaster. I have not crossed it off on my bucket list here because I still want to do another one. But it was in Italy, in Gardaland. I went with my host family when I was in Austria. And the roller coaster there was really good, but very scary. And I enjoyed it, but I will tell you the truth. I had half of the time I was there, I had my eyes closed. So I don't know. I don't know if I really enjoyed it, but I want to go on one very soon. And my boyfriend has promised to take me on the Europa Park roller coaster. So I'll definitely vlog that day because it's going to be scary for me. So the second last one, the number 99 item, is a tour a chocolate factory. So I've been to chocolate cities and shops and shopped for chocolate, especially in Switzerland and France, but I've not been to a chocolate factory. So I still need to go to a factory that makes chocolate and vlog and enjoy the chocolate and see how chocolate is made. But I think that is going to be in Belgium because Belgium makes one of the best chocolates in the world. So I need to do that. So the last one, guys, and I'm almost like, this was a lot, but look at the time. It is already 4:58 and I wanted to finish this live at 5. You see, so it's perfect. So the last one is check everything off on my bucket list. So that is the last item on my bucket list is to make sure that I cross all of these things off. Then I'll have crossed that last thing on my bucket list. So guys, let me stretch. That was everything that is on my bucket list. If you followed me for these 2 hours, which I'm very grateful for, that means that you already know what my plans are for this year, because that's the title of this live. For 2021, I want to, of course, I hope that we can travel more this year. I hope to travel to more African countries this year. I've not seen Africa as I should as a traveler. I was invested in so much in traveling to other countries than in my own continent. And Africa is beautiful. It has a lot to offer, and I want to see that. I also want to feel the richness from the African culture or cultures, and the difference in countries, because West Africa is definitely different to East Africa, but not as different as to North Africa. North Africa is totally different to South Africa, so I want to combine all those experiences of African countries. So that is one of the plans, if everything, if they open up the borders. And the other thing I want to do is all the things that are on my bucket list that I can find locally. You know, like, I don't know, like how to play chess or how to solve a Rubik's Cube. These are things that I don't need the borders to be open for me to do. Or how to cook along to Gordon Ramsay's recipe book. Such things I definitely should do more. So if they don't open up the borders, I'm doing those things first. If they open the borders, that also means I will only travel like a week every month, and the other days of the month I can still do the other activities. So I'm going to be very busy this year, and I hope that you guys follow along. And I really want to really concentrate on my bucket list now, because my bucket list is for me very important, and it's all about self-love when it comes to my bucket list. And maybe the things that have to do with other people is like starting the foundation or tipping someone else. But I have promised myself that I'm going to do a lot of giveaways this year also. If you guys watch my videos and you guys support me and you guys like and subscribe and share these videos, I'll definitely give back to the community and give back from the earnings that I get from YouTube. So if you want me to win in that way, we're going to win together. So yeah, guys, so my plans are to do that, more of these activities that I can find in Germany. I'm also going to do a lot of. So yeah, that is my plan for this year, guys. What is on your bucket list? Do you know how to write a bucket list? Let me say, if you followed me also, you have already gotten ideas of what a bucket list is and what you'd really want to have in your bucket list. I also have a video, please check it out after this, on how to write a bucket list. I have a video of that. Check it out and write a bucket list and let me know, share it with me. You can also send me on my DM on @bucketlistsays on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. So guys, allow me to sign off. Let me see. Yeah, allow me to sign off. It's already 5 p.m. and I still have to work in 1 hour, so I still have to prepare in a way in this 1 hour, and maybe eat something or cook something to take with me to work, and still, you know, have half an hour to put my feet up before I have to work again. So guys, thank you so much for staying with me until now. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I hope that I see you tomorrow also at 3 p.m. I hope you join me in all my lives. I'm going to do lives every day at 3 p.m. German time, 5 p.m. Kenyan time, until I get monetized. So until then, thank you so much, guys, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you, Akot. Thank you, Dinasi. Thank you, Pamli. Thank you, Mandakasi. Thank you so much, guys. So let me sign off. I'll see you later. Bye.